morning. Well, I am fueling up the sprayer, getting ready to head to Berkey. We've got to go move our irrigation stuff first. That's going to be done here at 8:30. It's 5 after right now, so we'll go up after this is done. I pulled it out last night, the irrigation gun up there, at about 9:30. I ran into some problems. I'll show you what it is a little bit when I get up there, but I had to skip a lane. My mud holes in the center lane are causing me big problems, and I got to do something about it. So I don't know. We'll address that when I get back this afternoon. But we'll keep it running right now, and then we'll get our spraying done that we need to do here today. We'll go from there. Well, this run is about done. Timed it out pretty good. But yeah, I will show you. So this is the first full run in the field, the one that we drive in and out. Got all the stuff back to the pump with. Kind of got a bigger clearing here, but the mud hole down there was a problem. I'll go show you what I'm talking about. I've shown you this mud in the center a little bit, but not, I don't think, too much. And so yeah. So here is the problem. We've had a mud hole here in this center lane for a couple of weeks now, or a few weeks. And every time I drive through it to get back and forth from the pump to the Traveler, it makes the ruts a little bit worse. We've pretty well scraped the skid plate on the Gator every time I go through here. But right there is a riser in my lanes. And so I knew this one was going to be a pain because we were right in the bottom of the mud. But when I was trying to move that Traveler up here last night, I tried really hard to stay as far over here as I could, but I kind of fell in the ruts, and well, that happened. I punctured the pipe again, and that's pretty much a rip. I don't know, that's no good, and it's on the riser pipe, and so that's a problem. And I just I was not very happy, and I struggled through here, and so we've got to fix this. I can't pull at this spot with all this mud and water here. So I haven't figured out exactly what I'm gonna do yet. I have an idea to bring a small generator and a sump pump up here and try and pump all this water just out into the corn and get it away from the hole. I think that will work. And then maybe bring in some dirt up here with our little dump trailer and the backhoe to help level it out, fill in the ruts and all that stuff. But yeah, I was not very happy about that. So I had to get my plug from down there, and then I split the pipe back up where our reel is now and put the plug in there, the end cap, so that we could keep water in. So I had to skip these two lanes. We got to catch them. We'll catch them on the way back to the other end, but we got to fix this first. Okay, everything's running. We're watering the road. Gotta go. I didn't make it. I got soaked. Anyway, that's good. It'll be done at 6:30 tonight. Time to go spray beans. If only I could have driven faster than 25 miles an hour, I wouldn't have gotten wet there. I would have made it. Dang. Okay, well, I got a bottle of water. We're gonna jump in a sprayer and drive to Berkey. I've never driven the sprayer to Berkey before. Dad's always done it, so I don't know exactly how long it's gonna take us, but I do know that it took me 1 hour and 15 minutes with the planting tractor, and this goes faster. That goes 31, this goes 35, so it should only be somewhere between an hour and 1 hour and 15 minutes. So I was browsing the comments on yesterday's video for a second here, and Hans asked me about why we don't have a drop deck trailer to haul our equipment down there and back. Well, quite frankly, I don't think it would be faster. And the sprayer, it might work, although we're kind of wide. But like with the tractors, when we're going down there, generally we're pulling some implement, the planter, anhydrous bar, grain cart, whatever it is. And that would be 2 trips with a truck, 1 trip with just pulling it down there. So, and I don't know, do you think I could load it on a semi-trailer, drive 35 miles and unload it in less than 1 hour and 15 minutes? Because that's about what it takes me to drive. So we don't have a drop deck semi-trailer. We don't have anything to haul our equipment like that. We just drive it. It's not that big a deal. But anyway, that's why. Well, I made it. 8:17 or 10:17, and I think when I left it was like 9:15, so just about an hour. Not bad. All right, well, we're gonna get into this position here, but we've got to get our hoses out, our chemical, get everything set up, and then we'll load up. The guy was spraying my corn. Was here, came, gone, empty box. Throw this out of the way. We're gonna pump the water out of that tank first, so I gotta get the hose laid out, get our pump hooked up, and yeah, should be fairly straightforward. Okay, well, I got the chemical in, our hoses are all set up, and we need 700 gallons of water for this one. I just put in 5 gallons of chemical. It's enough for 46 acres. The reason I did that is because I'm gonna start with this field out here, and we're gonna split it. I'm gonna use the Miravis Neo, which is what I put in now, on half, and then I'm going to use the Triva Pro on the other half. So once we get up to 700 there, we'll shut the pump off and go spray. We do need to switch our nozzles back. I was doing that Roundup the other day, so got to do that before we spray. Back to spraying. Those weeds are not in our field. They're on the other side. We've got our field here, my neighbor's field there, another neighbor's field there, and they're all beans and they all look the same, so you gotta know where you're at. I do have a boundary on my GPS stuff though, so that'll keep me where I'm supposed to be. Really nice field of beans here. These are tall, they're even, they got good color to them. Maybe if we could just get some rain, we could have really good beans down here. All right, I did my half the field here, basically everything from the edge of the building site that way behind us, there. About 38, almost 39 acres. There's about 37 to go here. So I didn't quite get the tank empty, but that's okay. I do have another 5 gallons of the same fungicide, so we're gonna go load up with that, go spray it out on another field, and we'll do another split field so we can have a couple of comparisons. Chemical is in. Well, now I know why Dad brought that pump from our other farm from Waldron down here when he was spraying. We got a leak, but it's just water. Oh yeah, let's talk about that while we're waiting here. So at our farm here in Berkey, we don't have a water hydrant out here by the barns. There is one up by the house, but the well here is not great. They don't have as good a water here as we do. And so when we first started down here, we had to figure out how to get water for spraying. And so we put these downspouts, gutters on the barn, and we collect rainwater. So when it rains, all the water that comes off of that roof, down onto this roof, through those gutters, that whole roof, and it funnels into our 2 tanks here. And you'd be amazed at how much water falls in that area just with a 1/10 or a 1/4 of an inch of rain. But so then we kind of let those fill up, and as they do, Uncle Jack, who's down here more, he'll pump it into this tank inside, so we have plenty of water when we're down here spraying. It's pretty cool. It works really well, and it's rainwater, so it's good quality, soft water. It doesn't have the calcium and hardness to it that well water can. So yeah, that's how we get our water for spraying down here. One of the really nice things that I'm finding down here in these big flat open fields with no hills and gullies and elevation change to speak of is that I can set my boom down a little bit lower. I was running it between 30 and 36 inches off the crop canopy. I set it down to 24 here. Basically these numbers here is where it's at, and you can keep that chemical going right into the canopy of the plant. So when there's a bunch of hills and stuff, you got to give it time to react, so it's you don't want to run it into the ground, so we put it a little bit higher. But down here this works. Filling up again. I got this tank as low as it's going to get. It says there's still 200 gallons in it, but it was sucking air, so no big deal. We're work out here. We got plenty of water. I need 1,050 on this load. Basically, I'm just mixing up 7.5 gallons of chemical at a time to make it so I don't have to measure it. It says I got to do it in 3 more loads anyway. I got another, 12.5 gallons there, so we'll do 2 loads with 1,050 gallons total, and then the last load will be the 700 like we did before. Well, I ran just short in this field, but that's okay. It's not quite a full pass up there, about 4 acres. I also left one in the field next to us. There's a field boundary here, but anyway, I left one in that field as well, just to have a check strip between the 2 different fungicides. I skipped one pass over, so we are moving right along here. We've got, I think, 72 acres across the road to do, and then finish up that last little bit back at the farm, that half of the field. So won't take us too long. It is, however, lunchtime, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. Back from lunch, I'm finishing this field around our building site here. Can definitely start to see where some of the stress, maybe a little bit lighter ground here or something, but it's getting hot, middle of the day here now, and the dry weather, dryness effects are starting to show up. Oh well, we sure could use some rain. I know that some of you are probably wondering why I'm bothering with so much fungicide when it's as dry as we are, because typically disease and fungus and all that stuff that we're controlling are usually associated with moist and wet conditions. And that's true, but there's also been a lot of studies done, and it's been proven over and over that when you spray these fungicides on crops that are stressed, it helps them deal with the stress better. And so even when it's dry and there's very little to no disease pressure, you see a return from using fungicides. And I don't know the science behind it. I can't explain it, but it's a plant health benefit, and I don't know. We've seen it. It works. Every single time we've done fungicide, basically, it's paid. There's always a significant return, and the higher your yield potential to start with, the better the return's going to be on top of it. So we're going to spray them. That's why I leave a couple of check strips, though, just to check and see. Just finishing the last load here. Got another 70 acres to do, which is perfect. 7.5 gallons of chemical, 3 jugs. We need 1,050 gallons of water. So we had plenty of water. We emptied that tank, and most of this one, I don't know if we'll get quite empty or not, but I didn't even touch the other one. Turns out the tank inside was full. I don't know why when I came down here Monday I thought there was only 800 gallons in it, but there was 2,500, so that's why I had plenty of water. So I am gonna close stuff up, load everything, or put everything back in the barn and lock it up, because we won't come back once we finish the field. We're just gonna head back to Waldron. That's what I had left for chemical. Didn't need down here, so I'm gonna load her up, take it back with us. Not load it up, I'm gonna take it and set it up here on the platform. Well, this field here is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know how well you guys can see it on this map, but there's a building site over here, that one, and there's a lane that goes out to that tree. So you got the building site, and then you got jogs around to that lane, and a bunch of short rows, and jogging around, and then there's another house right there, and another house over there. Just a lot of little cut up pieces and stuff, but I'm past most all of that now, so we'll just finish this. About 28 acres left here. We'll fold her up, head back to Waldron. It is 2:30 now. We should be back there by 4 o'clock pretty easy. So that's good. We did well today to come down here and spray all the beans and get back, and what's that, 9 to 4? 7 hours. Not bad. Okay, fold her up. Let's head back. We're done here. Look at them beautiful beans. Dang, them are nice. Never fails though, when you finish a field, you're in the wrong end, right? So we gotta drive all the way through it to get up to the road. Every single time. Okay, 8 out of 10. Made it. Time is it? 340, 49, 350. Yeah, I gotta go get my truck later. My wife is going to come pick me up and take me back there, I believe. She probably won't be here for at least an hour. So I think I'm going to take the Gator up to the irrigation field. We're going to try and work on that mud hole that I've got there. I want to take that little generator that we've got up, although I should make sure it runs. I haven't used it in a long time. And a sump pump, and see if we can at least get the water out of it. And then either later today or tomorrow morning, we can take the backhoe up there and try and scoop some dirt into it or something. I don't know. That's my plan here. Okay, well, here's our little generator. I don't know. We don't use this thing hardly ever. Like, I couldn't tell you when the last time it's been run was. Probably at least 5 years. Put a little fresh gas in it. Gave her a shot of ether. Started up on a second pull. So I guess that's good. All right. I need the sump pump and we'll head up there. And an extension cord. Remember yesterday's video when they had all the road commission trucks out here? Well, this is what they did to our road. Spray a layer of tar and then they spread stone on it, and then we drive on it for a month and all the stones fly off. And they only did half of it for, well, I guess 3/4 of it. They left half this lane. Apparently they don't work on Fridays. Ugh. It's turning green. Gross. Well, this is gonna be no fun, but I think my plan is gonna be, what is my plan? Probably going to set the pump in here, set the hose out there in the corn, and hope it has just enough fall to go that way and not back into the hole. If it comes back into the hole, then we're probably going to have to get the backhoe up here and sacrifice some corn and dig out a spot for the water to go. Ugh. Well, I think this is going to work. Seems to be running the right direction down there. Well, the water's flowing to the pump, so I'm gonna let that run for a little bit. We've got to take apart this pipe and get it out of the way here so that we can get up here with the backhoe and put some dirt in here or something without worrying about doing more of that. Oh man, I got some of the mud out for the water. I got some of the mud out too because it's all over me. And I got the pipe out of here, piled some up down there. A little bit down there. I don't know if we need to get more water out than this. It's a lot less than it was. It may not look like it, but it is. It gets muddy and soupy and it doesn't all flow to one spot, and I can't suck much out when my pump gets plugged up with mud. So I'm gonna let it go here. Probably not gonna come back up here tonight to mess with this. We'll probably wait till the morning. Maybe some of this water will go down and things will dry out a little bit. I don't count on it, but it may look better in the morning. So, oh man. All right, I want to go down there and just check on that Traveler, make sure everything's still working okay and we're on schedule. It should be fine, but I'll walk down there and look at it while I'm up here. Looks good. Still impressive. I managed to get enough overspray to get my hands washed off. All right. I didn't even look at how many feet are left. I'll do that when I get back here, but we should be good. It's supposed to be done at 6:30, so plan on being back here then. Look, I got my truck back. And it's time to go move the irrigation stuff. I need fuel up there. I need to take some fuel up, so I'm gonna do that. And I got some helpers tonight. Say hi.
Hi.
Can you say hi, Brayson? Okay, let's fill up our fuel tank. You boys make this a lot more difficult. Do you know that? Yeah. We're getting it. It's taking us a little longer. Fortunately, we're not in the mud here. So we got to pull up to the next lane, set it up, pull it out. You like riding on this tractor? We're going slow, I promise. So we're to the part of the field now where we're past the poles that go both directions. We're kind of in that last triangle as we approach the pump there. Which means that I have end rows, and this corn in my lane here is the first pass, especially the corn was small enough that we just went right over top of it and it was no big deal. But now it's big enough that it's a pain in the butt and it's in the way, and we're gonna take it out anyway. So I'm just kind of trying to get some of this stuff out of the way so we can get to our tractor, hook it up. You're gonna sit right there?
Yeah.
What about you, Brayson? Where's Daddy gonna sit?
Right there.
Oh, you got me that little spot? Okay. Ah,
Close the door.
I will get it.
Out this door.
It's a little tight and a little warm. The air conditioner doesn't work in here. Yep, go. Crop scouting here. Finding our way out of the corn. Keep moving, Brayson. Rylan, can you find some to go this way? Go that way. Oh, okay. That was the carefulest walk across the bridge I've ever seen. We're fueling. I'm playing the timing game a little bit here. That run we just pulled out was a 1,000-foot pull, and I don't really want to come in the middle of the night. However, I am busy first thing in the morning, so I can't really start it up late or later and have to be here first thing in the morning. So what I'm going to do is slow it down a little bit. We're going to make it a 10-hour pull. I'm going to start at about 7:30 here. That gets it done at 5:30 in the morning, which is okay because I got to be somewhere at 7 or 7:15 tomorrow. So that'll give me time to get this stuff done, moved, go do that, and then be back to the farm when I need to be. So that's the plan here. We're going to put the fuel in, then start to pump up. We'll start the Traveler, and we'll be about the right time. So I was a little preoccupied with the boys there when I got back to the farm, and didn't really end the video. So that pull's going to be done at 5:30 in the morning. We will go there and take care of that, and then I've got a meeting at 7. Shouldn't be very long. But tomorrow morning, the guy's coming to spray our corn up here with his ground sprayer. So I really want to show you guys that. So I am going to make another video for tomorrow, for Saturday. May not be super long. I'm hoping to only work in the morning, and then we may go to the lake in the afternoon or something. I don't know exactly, but that's kind of the plan for the morning. Dad and I are going to have to work on that mud hole up there as well, because I got one more pull that I can make before I've got to be there. So it's we got to do it, and we got to do it now. So anyway, hope you're enjoying the videos. Have a great night, everybody. Check back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for the next video, and hit that like and subscribe buttons for me, please, if you haven't already. And if you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. I appreciate it. And don't forget, you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook at Borderview Farms. I don't post a lot, but I do occasionally. I did today, at least on Instagram. So, yeah, see you guys.